Did you know that parents rank financial literacy as the #1 most difficult life skill to teach? Meet Greenlight, the debit card and money app for families. With Greenlight, you can send money to kids quickly, set up chores, automate allowance, and keep an eye on your kids' spending with real-time notifications. Kids learn to earn, save, and spend wisely, and parents can rest easy knowing their kids are learning about money with guardrails in place. Try Greenlight risk-free today at greenlight.com/Wondery.
Bombas makes the most comfortable socks, underwear, and T-shirts.
Warning, Bombas are so absurdly comfortable you may throw out all your other clothes.
Sorry, do we legally have to say that?
No, this is just how I talk, and I really love my Bombas.
They do feel that good. And they do good, too. One item purchased equals one item donated.
To feel good and do good, go to bombas.com/Wondery and use code WONDERY for 20% off your first purchase. That's BOMBAS.com/Wondery and use code WONDERY at checkout.
I'm Brett.
And I'm Alice.
And we are the Prosecutors. Today on the Prosecutors, we celebrate 3 years. Hello, everybody, and welcome to this episode of The Prosecutors. I'm Brett, and I'm joined, as always, by my committed co-host, Alice.
Brett, I can't believe we're celebrating our 3-year anniversary, and committed is right. You know, both of us have moved all over the country, taken so many different positions, even if we didn't change actual jobs, and I was just reflecting, this may be one of my longest relationships with anyone other than my husband. What does that say?
Wow. That means a lot to me, Alice. That means a lot to me. You know, you're my pod wife.
Husband? That doesn't have as good of a ring.
No, it doesn't.
I tried really hard. Well, okay. Well, since we're at 3, I actually cannot believe we have 3 years, because that makes complete sense. We started when I had my second child, who is 3, and we added multiple prosecutors, in other words, our spawn, since the time that we started.
We really did. I mean, it's funny. We've been doing this long enough that if you listen back to it, it's like a chronicle of our lives in so many ways. You know, when my son was born and all those complications, and now your latest and your job change. I mean, it's just funny. It's just kind of wild. Our big trial, like all sorts of stuff.
The tree through your roof.
Yeah, the tree through the roof.
Me
COVID.
moving houses so that I got a bigger clofus.
Yeah. All sorts of stuff. It's wild. It's crazy.
I mean, we really went through the pandemic, Brett. I mean, don't forget that. I mean, I went to a law school graduation today, and the speakers kind of reflected on the fact that they started in 2020, in the midst of the pandemic, and how they went through so much together as a law school class, and they're graduating 3 years later in a completely different world. That's kind of like our podcast. Like, we started quite literally the day before the shutdown, so we recorded our first episode, and then everyone ran to their houses. No one knew anything. We didn't see each other for months. I know at least months, but we recorded remotely despite kind of the world feeling like it was on fire around us.
No, it's insane. And what's the craziest thing of all is that there's so many people, so many of you guys out there who have done this with us. We get emails all the time from people who say, I was with you from the first episode and have been listening the whole time. And we're obviously so thankful to have you guys, that you've stuck with us, that you've told your friends. The podcast has succeeded beyond our wildest imagination. I mean, when we started this, Alice and I were like, if this is really terrible, we can just do a couple episodes and then stop and act like we never did this. And so I'm glad we didn't just have to bury this. Yeah, that's a total fact. Yeah. So
I mean, you can see how we really don't we can't believe kind of the number of people who've stayed with us for so long and the number of people who've been added to our listener family, because you would think that people who are doing this for this many episodes for this many years, we would have gotten our Taylor Swift microphones sooner, but I think both of us were kind of still stuck in this, like, is anybody listening? Are we still going to keep doing this? Because, should we invest in microphones? And the answer was we probably should have invested 3 years ago, Brett, but we have now, which shows you guys we are here for the long haul.
It's so funny. When we started this, we literally did not tell anyone we were doing it. It was our spouses knew, and that's about it. Not our families, not our friends. It was just, we're going to do this, and if it works out, great. And if it doesn't, we're just gonna cover it up. So the fact that we're still going it's totally amazing to me. I hope that we continue to do this for many more years. We're almost to 200 episodes. Mind blowing. Got Legal Briefs, our second podcast. To me, I don't know. It's hard to imagine that we're where we're at. And personally, I just look forward to doing it for years more with you, Alice. It's one of the great pleasures that I have. And what we like to do for everybody when we celebrate these things is not just to talk and pontificate and blab about how awesome we are, but to share with you guys our foibles and all the mistakes we make. So, as has become our tradition, we have some bloopers. And it's not just bloopers, it's bloopers, it's sort of discussion, behind-the-scenes discussion, the things we talk about, the random things we tell each other about our families, all sorts of stuff that so many one-star reviews hate, but you guys like, and we like you, and we don't like those one-star people. So this episode is for you guys, and personally, I hope you get as much joy out of it as we got out of recording all the episodes where these bloopers came from.
Absolutely. You guys have fun. I'm kind of scared about what's going to come up in these bloopers.
Oh, there's some good ones, Alice. There's some good ones.
Well, Brett, happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary, Alice. Here's to many more years. Guys, enjoy the bloopers, and we will see you next time.
Fascinating. I didn't know this case before.
It's
really sad.
It is really sad. It's sad what people do to each other.
She's so young and beautiful.
I know.
Full of life.
I know. And he was just like a worthless dirtbag,
Exactly.
basically. So,
I guess we're never letting our kids out of our sight.
that's
Ever.
pretty much it. Ever.
That's my takeaway from the Moscow murders. It's like, it doesn't matter
Yeah.
where you go, who you are, how careful
I
you are.
know.
Because, like, they were all in bed
Idaho.
with someone. It's
I know.
like strength
I
in
know.
numbers, y'all. Like, nothing. Everything about that is terrible. They were home. They weren't out at a party. They were,
No.
they came home at a reasonable hour.
I know.
And it's
I know.
like,
it's
terrible.
I was listening to somebody else talk about it, and they speculated that one of them let the dog out through the sliding glass door so it could, like, pee in the grass or whatever, and then didn't lock it when the dog came back in.
But that's
And I was like,
fine.
yeah, I could see
That's
that. I
fine,
could
but
see
it's
that.
also one of those things where it's like, does that mean every night someone tries these sliding doors to see if they're open? You know what I mean?
I don't know. Who knows? I guess we'll find out.
But
right?
also, like, I legit didn't lock my college doors because I went to a college in a town of 8,000 people. And, like, I remember my bedroom was next to, like, these double French doors, and the house was so old that the doors didn't align and they didn't latch. So the door legitimately didn't close at all to the outside.
Yeah.
And, like, we would, at night, because the wind would blow it open, at night, we would literally just push, like, a chair in front of it to, like, so it hit, you could hear the doors banging against the chair all night because the wind would blow against it. That way it just didn't completely blow open.
Yeah.
Like, that's how I lived in college. Like,
Yeah,
not even a lock. My doors
I
didn't
had a
even
sliding
latch.
glass door, and it didn't have a lock, but We just put like a stick behind it.
Yeah.
It was like the lock to keep it from sliding open.
No, for sure.
But I don't know. I mean, we'll find out. I still don't think it's a serial killer. I think it's somebody who knew him. But
it's just weird because they don't know each other. I mean, not that they don't know each other, but like the four of them don't really make sense. You know, it has to be.
You got to have a lot of rage.
A lot of rage.
To do something like that.
It has to.
Because it's not, you don't just blow up on somebody and kill them. Like you get the knife, you plan it, you go in there, you're prepared to kill as many people as you run into.
Right.
Or just everybody in the house. I mean, I don't know.
Right. I don't know if it's like officially released or if it's just one of those people leaking it, but wasn't like the guy like in the hallway, so he like heard something. But that doesn't really make sense because then you wouldn't be asleep, you know?
I think a lot of that stuff you hear is just not true.
Yeah.
Especially if it comes from the dad. I mean, the dad's basically been
the dad was like, it's all about my daughter. I mean,
which I don't know if that makes him feel better.
I was going to say,
like,
I think
somehow
everyone
that makes it better.
would think it's about their child in the sense of because how senseless would it be if you were just a vicarious murder?
Collateral.
Yeah.
Right.
Like if I'm going to get murdered, if my kid's going to get murdered, it was because of them. It wasn't because they
It's weird how people's minds work because I think that's 100% right. That it's better for there to been a reason, even in something like that.
Right.
And it's like 9/11 conspiracy theories. Like it's better to think your government is all powerful and can do something like that to you, rather than believe that just random people can
murder,
kill a bunch of thousands of people and there's nothing we can do to stop it.
Yep.
Like that's worse than having an all powerful government fake it. So I don't know. It's very sad.
So sad. Oh my gosh.
I hope they find out who did it soon, because
I mean, I don't know if it's true or not, but like a bunch of students haven't returned or something. I'd be afraid to return.
I mean, I wouldn't go back.
I'd be like, you guys don't know what you're doing.
I'd be like, hey, I'll be back when you catch the killer.
Yeah,
Until
I know,
then.
right? I'll be back when you catch the killer. Oh, gosh.
How crazy would it be if it happened again? I mean,
then
wow.
Then I, as a parent, I'd be like, nope, you're coming home. Like, whatever. Take community college classes for a month,
if you did it and you did it targeting one of them, if you did it again, it would actually help you cover up your original crime. Assuming
then
you could
it
get
looks
away
like
with
a serial killer.
Exactly. And then nobody would look at you. But anyway.
Yep. I agree.
Okay. But this one is also terrible
sad.
in its own way. As they all are. They're also terrible.
So
in their
true.
own way.
Okay. But I really didn't know this case. I think I'd heard about it, Bowling Green, but
yeah,
I guess
Bowling Green. I mean, it's another place. Bowling Green's the kind of place where this kind of stuff doesn't happen. There's a Corvette museum. That's where they make Corvettes. Nice. Did you know that in Bowling Green?
Well,
I'll mention that
makes sense.
at some point. I'll talk about that at some point.
Okay, I'm ready anytime.
See, okay. Oh, I got to get a word for you. It's been so long since we've done this. I forgot how to do it.
I've missed you. I really have missed you. When do you leave again?
I missed you too. So we'll just go up Christmas Eve and see my parents and come back.
Okay.
And then we'll have Christmas here. And then I'm going to Los Angeles.
The next week.
Next Tuesday.
Okay. Well, I can record as much this week as needed.
All right. We can record every night.
That way we don't have to worry about next week.
I would like to get 2 episodes out of this if possible. Sure, I think we should be able to do that.
With 8 pages, I think.
You know us. You know us.
It might be 3.
If we can. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. You ready?
Yeah. Good job.
You did a good job, Alice. It was all you.
It was all you.
Crazy story.
Oh, so sad.
Crazy story.
Good God.
So sad.
It's like she was going to die no matter what that night. You know? Like, it just sucks.
It was like it was meant to be.
Oh, my goodness.
Scary
and
stuff.
It does not seem like it was premeditated. You know? Like, it really was just totally like, it just happened to be. I know.
If he'd have borrowed another truck, she would have been alive.
Yeah, exactly. So sad. Sad. Anyways, but thank you for working that up. Okay, I'm recording and you are on speaker. What? Wait, what? Oh, no, we have to record all this stuff.
What?
We have to record all this. You're on speaker.
Okay. Testing.
No, we have to record all this because I know everyone complains about my sound, but 2 things. I have Taylor Swift's microphone, took it from a tour, And second,
You did.
now there's no longer a baby between me and my microphone, which makes a huge difference. But it's not really
Makes a
Taylor
huge
Swift's
difference.
microphone, guys.
It's totally Taylor Swift's microphone.
But it is Taylor Swift's microphone.
What number do you have it on?
Number?
Well, I mean, it's not really a number, but like I'm just curious.
Okay,
Like on the clock.
I'm probably too loud. Let me turn it down.
I mean, you may not be.
No, I am because I'm at the red. When I'm talking right into the microphone. Mine is.
I mean like your actual like twisty knob.
No, I got you. Okay, now I am at probably a 4:30.
Okay, I would say move it back to 3.
I agree because
About
it looks
3.
loud. Okay, let me see.
Maybe even
no, this is
2:30,
good. As
but-
I'm talking, it's hitting 12, and I'm leaning into the microphone.
Okay. Perfect.
I'm gonna do like 3:15 because I know I tend
Okay,
to.
do 3:15.
I fade out a little bit. 3:15
bit.
it is. 3:15 it is. Hey, I
Okay.
miss you.
And we'll see. I miss you too. And we'll see how it sounds.
That was a little disingenuous. I'm just
We'll do
kidding.
our best.
You're like, let's get your sound right, man. This is the only thing that's holding us back from startup is your dang sound, Alice. You know what? When everyone just like pooped on Taylor Swift's voice, she worked hard on it, and now she is playing the Eras tour to sold out crowds across the world, and that's what we're working on right now. I'm just working on my singing voice, my podcasting voice.
There you go. Mhm. Well, good. Now that we have that out of the way, are you ready to start?
No, I want to chit chat for the next 15 minutes first.
Okay.
Yes, I do.
Well,
I
we
do
can
want to
do
start.
that.
Because I miss you. And also,
I
let's
miss you
start so
too.
that my baby doesn't start crying and then we can chit chat at the end. Look at that. Planning.
Look at that.
Planning.
Well, this is a Legal Briefs episode, so
Not ready. Okay.
you have to start it.
Not ready. Let me think about this. Ooh, I got one. Well, I thought I had one. Okay.
No, I didn't put any names, so we'll just have to go back and forth.
We're just going to have to do it by feel. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Let me remember how I start. Okay. Look at us go.
Good job, Alice. Good job. Good job to you. I miss you too. I've gotten really used to talking to you. You know, it's been so long. I feel like, I don't know what I feel like. I mean,
Recording. My levels are good. Okay. You're on speaker.
do you feel better today?
I do. Thank you.
If.
I don't know what that means, though. How do you even spell that?
If. I don't know.
AOIFE?
If. No, it's no.
Is it
It's like, no, it's very different from that.
Okay.
If. It's, that's how I spelled it here, but it's actually AOIBH,
Whoa.
if you believe it.
No, I cannot. Okay. All right. I'm ready.
If. Okay, here we go. You ready? Okay,
Yes.
you're ready. You already said you're ready. Here we go.
Yes.
I did eventually put your name in here somewhere, didn't I? No, I'll put my name again.
Yeah.
So we'll just play that by ear.
Do you want me to
anyways.
come in at 7 p.m. and then you can go?
You can
I'll come in
you
at
can
7.
come in at 7. You're gonna come in at 7?
Yeah. There we go.
7's so far away.
I can do 4.
Where's 7?
I'll do 4:50.
Oh, sorry. I was looking at. Oh no. 7 works.
Yeah,
7 works.
okay.
7 works. Let me finish up. So at 4 o'clock.
And by 9 p.m., Hilton, he goes to the. Wait, what?
Did I mess something up?
The sentence.
Oh, it's the staff party at the Hilton. Sorry. At 9 p.m. It's the staff party for the Bank of Ireland management because Bill Clinton.
I'm sorry. It's just a great line. You can't not get a laugh on that one. That was great. Let's blame
not
Bill
for
Clinton.
political reasons.
Okay, sorry.
Blame
Please tell
Bill
us about
Clinton.
Bill Clinton and what
Bill
he
Clinton.
has to do here. Awesome. Isn't it so much more fun to talk to me when I'm coherent?
Yeah, when you're not like
Woo!
dying. I'm so glad you feel better.
I don't even know what I said last time. I'm so sorry.
Oh,
Oh,
you were
geez.
really sick.
I know. I couldn't believe how I could not speak. Oh boy.
One thing I don't understand is why they don't use more demonstratives. I don't know if in South Carolina demonstratives are like disfavored or not allowed, but
when they're going through this cell phone stuff, they basically handed the guy the cell phone records and they're like, go to line 337. Like, I don't understand why they don't have a demonstrative that has like all the key calls, you know? Like, I don't get that.
Yeah.
That would be so much better. And hopefully they're going to do something like that in closing, but you could do that. You could totally do that because it would be backed up by the records themselves. So, but like I said, maybe South Carolina didn't allow them, but that seems like a big missed opportunity because everybody is so confused by the timelines because they're like bouncing all over the place. They're not really presenting it in any order. It's kind of weird. I don't know. I mean, I realize it's a big case with a lot of stuff. And so maybe it's hard to get it all down, but nevertheless, I don't know. That's a weird thing to me that they don't keep the timeline more clear, but whatever.
Which is like, it is so simple, right? Like, I mean, you are a good writer, so you know how to organize things, but it's so basic. If lay people can't follow it, they can't follow it. You know, like organization is a huge deal. Like it is still storytelling. It's not legal gobbledygook. Like it is a story.
Like at first I thought the map that we had was kind of silly, but actually it worked out to have people put the pins with the places on the map. And it was just a good thing for the jury to orient itself to what you're talking about. So you're not just talking about random times and random places. And so I don't really know why they're not doing more of that, but whatever. That's their case. I'm sure they will do fine at the end of the day. I didn't write anything for the story, or I guess I did. I just didn't. Oh yeah, I did. Never mind. I'm an idiot.
You're never an idiot. Don't you call my friend an idiot.
The problem is I'm looking at my Word document, not the actual document. So I should do that. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Couldn't be more
You ready to do this?
Couldn't be more ready.
There you go. Okay, here we go. The murders... Oh, wait. I forgot the first part.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I almost just laughed out loud at all the pronunciations.
Oh, no.
Oh, my God. I almost just died.
Oh, I got to pick a word for you. God, I'm so bad at this.
Call me my name. Just call me my name, but something else. Because is it Murdoch or Murdoch or Murdoch?
Oh, that's a great.
I am good at this. I am good at this.
That's a great. I'm going to call you Confused, and then I'm going to call you Ellis.
Ellis. Late at night on June 7th, 2021, a frantic 9/11. 9/11.
You're doing so good, Alice. I'm so proud of you for sticking this out and doing this.
Okay, here we go. Jason, we're doing it tonight. Okay.
So that's the prosecution story. And as we've always said, just because the prosecution... Let me back up. Let me start that over. Sorry, I'm starting to sound like Alice.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's catching, or the bourbon is hitting.
Oh, my goodness. 100%.
You're like, come on, you can get there.
I was just going to let it slide.
You're too nice to me.
Well, I love you, Alice. Good job, Alice.
It was not. 9/11 call.
9/11 call. Yeah. Hey.
I was like, wow. That just happened.
I guess I should pull that at some point and listen to it.
Huh? It was on the HBO documentary. But you're right. I don't think they played the whole thing. They always play the beginning. All you have to do is watch his interrogation in the car and how he if you didn't, I mean, he's a good actor. Except not really. He's full of himself. Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I don't know. I don't know, like, that hour before the video, like, had he decided to kill his son yet? I don't know. I don't know. Like, I'd like to say no, that it was like he just lost it. Maybe he had a call with someone and he looked down at his phone and, like, he was just, like, snapped rather than, like, he thought about it. But the whole murder seems very planned out, too. I don't know. Yeah. I love your theories. Yep. And that's why it's two different guns, because because the two guns is weird. The two guns is very weird. And so that's why he picked up another gun. And that's why he needs another gun. You don't use duck. Right. Yeah, of course. And he just grabbed it. That's really interesting, because I was trying to think who was the target. Because I agree, like, it doesn't seem like... it seems like he was going to kill one of them and the other was collateral by accident. Like whether it was that, that's what it appears. And you're much more likely to kill your spouse than your child. He needed the house. Well, he needed the house. Exactly. And it was under her name and she didn't want to sell it, right? She had an attitude. Like, I mean, in the sense of like, she had a standard of living. She's like, I don't care. She probably knew about all this financial crap. I think right. Because remember, she is the one who had to drive up. You know, like she wasn't there. So he had to get her there. And she's the one who texted, he's up to something. That's a really good theory. That's a really good theory. Because I agree. I was like, I know everyone kept saying that she walked in on him, shooting him, but that didn't make any sense to me, especially because of the video, because they're all clearly there together. And then why call her down from the beach or up from the beach? You know, that part makes no sense. But there's the kernel of truth. That's a really good theory. Okay, a new one, ZocDoc.
This is a new one,
ZocDoc. Looks very intense. Yellow, we have to read.
I feel like the first time these people get into this, they make it really complicated.
I can't read all this. What is all this?
Okay, I think we should just hit one bullet point from each of these sections. Okay. Does that make sense?
But we have to get through 2 pages of it.
I know. Well, that's what I'm saying. If you just do 1 bullet point.
Okay, I got you. I will. All right. Well, I'm not going to ad-lib this. This is too scary.
Like if you did the, number 1, second thing. Right. And then number 2, third thing. You know what I mean?
I got you.
Okay.
Murdoch? Murdoch. We finish it in like 6 months. I think I'll be able, this is what I realistically think. Okay, I'll probably be in the hospital for a week because, I don't know, you get 4 days. And I typically just develop infections, so whatever. So I'll probably be gone for a week. And then if you are able to be flexible, like I have help during the day. I bet you nights will be a little crazy because the kids go crazy at night. No, well, you're being so kind, but I'm thinking, especially at the beginning when like babies are sleepy, I'll probably be able to record like in the afternoon during your kids' nap times. You know what I mean? Like, or 3, but I'd rather you sleep at 3. But you know what I mean? Like, I think if you're able to be a little flexible, I bet in the first couple weeks while the baby's still like sleepy, I can probably be able to work in like ad hoc kind of recordings. Is my hope. Who knows? Okay, where did we get? Oh, timeline. Excellent. Oh, wait, you know what? I never stopped recording already. The broadcast is live.
There you go.
Live. Look at that.
All right. We're rocking and rolling.
But the one thing, I still can't see the number of people. Can you see the number of people?
I can't.
I can't either. I don't know where it is. Maybe it'll show up at some point. Oh, it's 117. 117.
Nice. Where do you look? Where do I miss it?
It just shows up at the top of the...
No, I think
there's a little eyeball and it says 117. Anyway.
Yeah, I can't see that either.
It's because we have the link to be... We're not looking... We're in the studio.
Just you, man.
What can I say?
Just us. Hello, can you guys hear us?
I can see the chats, though.
They can hear
us. Yes. They can hear us. Okay. I'm excited. Should we just get started?
Let's just do it.
Let's just do it. Okay, I'll sign us in. Hello, Karen. Hello, everybody. Okay, we'll get started because there's already a lot of good content, and we should do more of making fun. Now I have someone to make fun of Brett with, so I'm excited for tonight. I'm a little spicy. Okay, here we go. Okay. Jeez, you add a guest and you just get all like spicy on me. All right, I'll start. I'm recording.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, we're ready to start whenever you are.
Couldn't be more ready. I don't know how to. Oh, there's everybody.
Are you ready?
I'm sorry. I just can't get over the pawpaw and the row and the mags and the bus.
I know. The whole thing is something. It's something. Okay, here we go.
Let's do this.
Okay. Hello, everybody.
Oh my gosh, Brett, what a day. I had to take a nap before this because what a ride.
What a ride. And I just want to say, so we're going to release this on the normal stream. And as you guys know, we're in the middle of like a 8-episode series on the Murdaugh case.
Wait,
So if you're sort
yes.
of coming to this late and you have no idea about Murdaugh, or you're listening to this in a year, I want to skip this one and come back because this one's going to assume a lot of knowledge.
This is going to be right in the middle. There are not enough drinks for tonight.
Yeah,
Whew.
it's true.
Okay, wait. Is this going to be a legal brief or a?
No, this is like I said. I'm putting it on the mainstream. I mean, it may be a legal brief
mainstream,
too. Who
mainstream. I
knows?
got you.
mean,
I got what you're
we
saying.
may do both. But
Okay,
yeah, get with the program,
I just need to
Alice.
know.
Come on.
I just need to know if I'm introducing you or not. This is awesome. I'm so excited to see everybody here, and good to see you, Brett. Although we've been texting, my phone is almost dead because we've been texting each other all day.
Yeah, mine's pretty close to dead too. It's a good thing we're not doing this over the phone like we do a lot of our recordings.
That's actually true. I probably should have charged this.
It's
Anyways.
okay. You'll live. Okay, so hello everybody.
Woo! I think I broke a sweat during that one.
I know. Okay, so now's the after show. Is anybody?
That's the after show.
This is the
Do we need to
after
do
show.
Do we need to do an intro for this show since we didn't do it so that Jason doesn't have to just make one up?
Well, I was going to do all the editing on this because Jason's busy.
Oh.
Because I was literally going to stop doing this and then do it and then release it. But well, sure, let's do it.
Okay, you start it.
Well, I'm about to. I was letting there be some silence, but you keep talking. Today on The Prosecutors, Alok. I like that, Alok. Alec Murdaugh takes a stand. What did we learn, and what's next? Do I need to do a hello, everybody, and introduce you?
Yes.
Okay.
Come on, you have to pronounce my name.
Okay. I'm going to come up with a pronunciation. Okay.
No pressure. How hard is this? There's
It's
so
hard.
much
I've
good
done so
content.
many.
I know, but there's so much good content from today.
Yeah, but I gotta. Oh, yes. Okay. Hello, everybody, and welcome to this episode of The Prosecutors. I'm Brett, and I'm joined, as always, with my onomatopoeia co-host, Al.
Thank you, bro. I shouldn't have made you do that. It's too late, and it's too much bourbon in you. I can't believe you said onomatopoeia without cracking up.
I don't know what that word means, really, but I thought it fit, kind of. I don't know.
Oh, my goodness. You're going to really have to edit that one. Whew. Well, all the day's work.
There you go. Mission accomplished.
Mission accomplished. All done.
Oh, man.
Oh, what a great day. What a great day. Okay, you need to go get ready for your hearing. I'm making you go
I mean,
get
I'm
ready
going to
for your
sleep.
hearing.
That's how I'm going to get ready for my hearing. But it'll be good.
That's good. That's
Okay.
good.
All
Okay.
right. Thanks, everybody.
Great to see you guys.
Love you.
We love you.
Mean it.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Wait, I'm recording, but let me just see what's going on. What? Disk space remaining 647 hours. Okay, I'm recording again. I'm going to keep an eye on it this time. I'm sorry. Bummer. How long?
Are you?
Yeah, bummer. I'm really sorry. Dang it. We've been recording for a while. Okay, well, you are on speaker whenever you're ready.
Okay. Testing.
Sorry about that.
It's really okay. Okay. You ready to do this again?
Yeah, I'm just sorry. Yes.
No.
Usually I keep an eye on it, but I just didn't my volume, but for some reason. Okay, I'm sorry. Yes, we started. It's gonna be so good.
Okay.
We're gonna get all
It's
our
going to be so good.
witty banter.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man,
It's really okay. It's really
I feel bad about it.
okay. Here we go.
Okay.
You ready?
Yep, ready. Again.
Second.
I've been watching it the whole time.
I wonder if you like read one of the old disclaimers, if they would be like, "Oh no, you messed up the disclaimer."
An
Like, why do they change?
I
Like, if
have
it's so
no
important that
idea.
they're read specifically, why does it change?
Literally makes no sense, but whatever. Okay.
Anyway,
American
okay.
Scandal.
I'll start this
Okay.
one.
Well, are we at Murdaugh alibi filing?
Yeah.
Okay. Look at me. Trying to
Look
keep
at you.
tabs. Trying to keep tabs. Is
I
that?
just thought
Is
it was
that
interesting.
is that a court filing that they did?
Yeah. So,
You have alibi filings? Or is that just part of their
apparently you do
trial
in
brief?
South Carolina. No, it's a separate filing. I mean, it was a couple pages.
It's literally
laid out
called an alibi
what's in this.
filing?
Yeah. I mean, an alibi is an affirmative defense, so I assume they have to, lay out for the prosecution what the alibi is, and I guess present it to the court.
I guess I typically think about that just within a trial brief. But
Well, I mean, who knows if they have trial briefs in South Carolina, You know how it is. Every state's different.
true story. Okay.
True story.
Ready anytime.
It's the beauty of America.
I'm gonna finish this chocolate in my mouth and ready to go. Ready to go.
Uh-huh. Okay. Let's see. I guess this is loud enough. I don't know. Okay, you ready?
Yep.
I really wish this leaf blower would take a moment.
Good news is I can't hear it.
Yeah, well, that's good. Well, maybe it's not actually showing up.
I can.
I'm just going to finish the timeline.
Okay, I was gonna say we could do another hour if you wanted to sign off and come back.
If you want to do another episode, we can do that.
I'm here.
Okay, well, let's go ahead and finish the timeline, and we'll close up, and then we'll do another one. Why not? Okay, so I'm going to stop this. I'm going to save it. I'm going to grab another water, and then come back. I'm fine. I'm fine with doing it now. I just wanted to get another. I ran out of water, so I want another water.
Record. Is it not recording?
Okay. Is there some weird delay for everybody else?
Is this not working? Can you not hear me?
Oh, wow.
What's happening? Why are you laughing?
Hold
I
on.
can't figure it out. I'm turning it off while you're laughing at me.
Is it just me? So everybody else, it sounds great. It's just me. Okay.
I don't know what you're laughing at. I literally don't know what you're talking about at all. So I'm turning off my camera because I don't know why you're laughing.
Because I can't.
Do you need me to call you separately? Because I literally don't know what's going on.
I'll be right back.
Guys, you can hear me. We're fine, right? I'm not the drunk one. Right? Okay, good. See, thank you guys for validating me. It's not, I can hear Brett just fine. He is literally just laughing his mind off because he's been skiing all day long. So it's just the Alice show now. Guys, I ran over here so fast that almost walked the baby out, but the baby's still in for like another day or two. So I'm so excited that you guys are here. We got the verdict like when Brett, I think we were both with our kids. I almost dropped my toddler because I was like, hold on, Mom needs to go watch the verdict. And they were like, what's a verdict? I was like, justice is about to be done. Brett, stop laughing. I'm literally, nobody knows why you're laughing.
Okay, that was the weirdest thing. I'm not sure what happened, but it was like, I heard everything you were saying 5 seconds after you said it. And so I left the studio and I came back and now it's fine. So we can continue.
All I have to say is I think everyone's on Alice's side and everyone thinks you're drunk.
Hey, I am not drunk. I'm happy to leave if nobody wants to hear from me. I'm all, anyways. Okay. What are we talking about tonight, Alice? Are we here to talk about?
We're here to talk about skiing.
The verdict in the Murdaugh trial. I'm gonna get us back on track. This will be an episode, by the way, of Legal Briefs. So Alice at some point needs to do an intro.
Okay. Here
why don't you go ahead and do that? Let's go do that. Okay.
All right. All right.
So what we're just saying is that there is no cold water prosecuting on this case because this case is just as crazy as everyone says it is.
It really is. I mean, there's no, that's what I was saying, when we talked to Bob, there's no conspiracy theory that you couldn't convince me of in this case.
I know. Because the whole thing seems, the facts are so crazy in this case that it sounds like a conspiracy theory already in the things that are already factual.
The only reason I don't think it's the cartel is because the cartel is not dumb enough to do it.
No.
I totally believe Alec Murdaugh could be involved in the cartel.
Sure. Sure. No, I agree with that.
Anyway. Okay.
Okay.
You ready to do this?
I'm ready.
Thing.
This time I know where we are in the outline.
I know.
It just gives us an extra day, like another episode. At least we'll have like 4 episodes in, you know?
Right.
That's a whole month. That's a whole month of cases.
Right.
And we have our other cases, right?
Yeah, and we have our other cases. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Like, we're
going
to be fine. I mean, if we get through Murdaugh or even close.
It's more like Murdaugh is so interesting, this is the time to strike.
Because we've got the 2 Trevor Dealey episodes. We've got the Mensa murder case. I mean, that's 3 right there. I think that's the only ones we've done. But nevertheless, that's 3 on top of
these 3. And now
these 3.
Almost 4.
Yeah. Right. So.
But I don't want to leave this hanging.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
This is so interesting.
Yeah, well, I just want to get far enough that if you had the baby tomorrow,
I agree.
you'd have a couple weeks to recover, so we could finish
and I appreciate
Murdaugh.
that. You're so just nice for letting me recover.
Yeah, you get a couple days. I mean, I just need to get, like I said, one of those portable mics and just bring it to the hospital.
My mic is kind of portable.
Yeah. Anyway, no.
Okay.
I only want the best for you, Alice. I only want the best for you.
I want the best for the podcast.
Exactly. Our baby is what's most important. Okay.
If anyone gives you a hard time, I'm the one who cracked the whip because we never took a break for your baby.
I know. Okay. Everybody knows who wears the pants in this family. Alice, come on.
Your child.
Okay. Yeah, isn't that the truth? Okay, here we go. You ready?
Ready.
Oh, shoot, I need to pick a word for you. Second word.
Repetitive. Back to back.
Still pregnant.
Okay. Against all odds.
Against all odds.
Defying gravity.
Okay, here we go. Okay.
Absolutely. I'm sorry. I have a little runaway. Can I keep you on hold? Just keep recording. Yeah. I'm going to go find out.
You go get him.
I'm going to
go wrangle that runaway.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Okay.
Hey, I'm back.
Awesome.
Sorry.
Did Alec mew?
Oh, sorry. Keep going.
No, go ahead.
No, I was saying their father got them. I didn't see them anywhere, and I was like, oh my God, where did they go?
Good job, Dad. I'm talking about, by the way, the point I'm making that you missed is I pointed out that I feel like Alec felt pretty confident that he could control the criminal side because he's going to manipulate all that, but the civil side is going to be much more difficult to control, is what I'm saying. All these people are friends. The Beaches had been friends with the Murdaughs for a very long time. They knew Alec well, and out of the goodness of their hearts, the Murdaughs suggested a lawyer for the family of Mallory Beach. Alec asked Corey Fleming to represent Connor Cook. Actually, this is Cook. Let me back up. Yay! Good job, Alice.
You too. You're not too tired, are you?
No. If I was too tired, I would have told you.
I was like, if I'm not too tired, like, let's do this. Let's get it banged out.
So get as many of them done as possible. I know. Obviously, I'm at home tomorrow if you want to do it.
Yeah,
tomorrow, too.
We'll see if my kids nap. If they nap, then yes.
Sounds like they should be beat after today.
They didn't nap for 2 days. I'm not going to send him to voicemail because then he'll know I sent him to voicemail.
Right. You know, the sending to voicemail thing, it should keep ringing. Like, that is a flaw.
I know.
Because I do the same thing. I just let it ring.
Because otherwise they know you screened their call.
Exactly. Like, there should at least be an option.
Yes.
That, anyway.
Like silence or something.
Like, I can't believe they haven't figured that out.
I know.
That obviously no one wants people to know that. Anyway.
Right. Exactly.
Okay. You ready?
I wasn't born ready, but I am currently ready.
You're currently ready. Hello.
Hello. Is this are we doing our singing podcast right now?
I think so. All right. You ready?
Yep.
Here we go.
Kind of adds like an extra element of fun that this is being recorded during the baby watch.
It totally does. It totally does.
Goodness. A little lightheaded. If I get a little loopy here, you're going to have to cover for me. Okay, I'm recording.
We really can take the night off if you
Yeah,
need to.
I feel great. I mean, we'll see how loopy it gets. It could be hilarious.
Okay.
I'm not on any meds.
I just want you to be okay.
I mean, I might not be, but like one way to find out.
Okie dokie. Well, there you go.
Dude, we got a 4D ultrasound today. That was some.
Oh, really?
I mean, like, not on purpose. I didn't like pay for it or anything. They just got a new machine. She's like, "Can I experiment on you?" And I had no idea what she was saying. And then she like clicked a button, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, witchcraft!"
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's crazy.
Yeah. It is crazy.
Technology has come along.
Technology, man.
It's crazy. Like, it was not that good with.
I know. Oh, what am I going to call you tonight? Let's see.
Sick.
Okay, you ready?
Ready.
I'm going to say we're going to conclude today. So
We'll see.
we'll see if we can do that.
Goals.
I think 4 is enough. I think 4 would be enough.
Yeah.
But we'll see. We'll just go where we go. Okay, you ready? Here we go.
Yep.
So let's talk about Mary Figueroa and Mills. You know, Mary, her statement is really just one of the most important things that happens in this. Is her name Figueroa or is it Santangelo?
Oh, that's a good point. I don't know.
I don't know where I would have gotten Figueroa for name one Figueroa.
I thought it was Figueroa.
Where did I get Santangelo?
I don't know. It's the Santangelo.
Oh, Santangelo is...
That's somebody else.
That's the... I just screwed it up. That's the mailman. So Mary Figueroa is correct.
Okay. And I probably don't have to run away, but we are in the middle of editing these briefs but it's in someone else's inbox right now. So I'm just letting you know if someone like hair on fire texts me.
I got you. I hear you. I hear you.
But you're going to come work with me, right?
Anytime, Alice. Anytime.
I'm not even kidding. They actually called me today because I billed so many hours yesterday. And they're like, "How can we make it better?" And I was like, "You can hire my friend." I'm not even kidding. I literally said that. I didn't, except I used her name. I said, "You can hire Brett."
Uh-huh.
And they were like, "Okay." I was like, that's what I said. I literally said that. And they're like, we hear you. And I was like, I'm not kidding. I was like, after I get these briefs filed, I'll send you a proper email, but that's what you can do for me.
Well, I appreciate you're always looking out for me.
No, I'm looking out for me.
I know.
Okay, progressive,
Okay.
my favorite.
You ready?
I can start it.
Do you want me to start?
I got this.
Okay,
I
you
got
start.
this. Word.
Okay.
How is that?
You're the best.
You're the
Alice.
best.
You're the best. You're the best. All right. So basically, we're just going to talk about, the financial stuff, Murdaugh, answer questions people have, why the financial stuff came in, what 404B is, stuff we've talked about 1,000 times. This should be easy.
Stuff that I bet the people in the chat could answer. That's how
Probably.
well trained they are.
At this point.
I feel like we're talking ourselves out of a job. What do you think?
Probably.
Yeah, that's good.
All right. You ready for me to
I'm so
start?
ready.
To go live? You ready to go live?
Are we not live?
We're not live yet. No.
Okay, yeah.
All right. It's showtime.
Showtime.
Showtime. I like you fixing your hair.
Well, my earring gets caught in the headphones.
Oh, I see.
Because I normally don't do headphones, and so my earrings kind of.
Gotcha.
Yep, it happens. But now,
Hello.
now we're good. Hello,
good.
can y'all hear us?
They can. Yeah, they got us.
Okay. Oh, I just pressed something. I don't know what I pressed.
Don't break anything, Alice. Don't break anything.
Oh,
Don't remember.
Everything's already
don't
broken.
Forget. Don't remember. Don't forget. This is legal briefs, so you gotta do it.
Okay. Something that goes with, what are you drinking? Because everyone's gonna want to know.
Bourbon.
Well, a little more specific than that.
Willet. It's the good stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think people would always give Judge Willett that. I think he had a lot
really?
of bottles of it. I mean, it
Makes sense.
Makes sense. It's his name.
It's kind of basic, like They could be a little bit more creative.
It could be. It could be.
Whatever.
Okay. Let me think. What am I going to call you? Has to be good. It has to be good. If anyone wants to give me, it has to be good. Okay. You called me confusing. If anyone wants to help me out with the word here, Jason, there's gonna be so many outtakes because I'm still a little bit loopy. I'm not gonna lie.
They don't know that you and I talked about how loopy you were yesterday. So.
I'm just saying I'm loopy right now.
Okay.
Separate and apart from me being loopy yesterday, which I've never recovered from. So it's like double loopy. Okay. Okay. I can't think of a word.
Man, when we release this video on YouTube, people are really going to enjoy this part.
Okay, I'm ready. Okay.
And no, it's not a conflict of interest to be a lawyer or a representative. People do it all the time. State reps, they have to make a living. Usually they're part-time people, so no big deal. The weirdest thing, and it's still not a conflict of interest, and I will point this out just because of all the idiocy over the Idaho case, where people who don't know anything about what they're talking about at all think there's some sort of conflict of interest in the public defender representing what's his name when she represented the mom before. That is not a conflict of interest. But what would be even crazier when you're talking about victims, one of Alec Murdaugh's lawyers represented Paul in the boat case.
I know.
And now Paul's the victim, and now he's representing Murdaugh. I mean, that's even more sort of like, whoa. But even that's not a conflict. But nevertheless, it's still sort of a whoo.
And yes, you guys, because you guys are talking about in the chat, come to CrimeCon. We will be there. And there's a 10% off code for prosecutors.
10% off.
10% off. We'll be there. I haven't made any plans to get there, but we'll be there.
I kind of want to drive.
We were actually just talking about it because it's Orlando, so we might bring the kids.
Orlando. I love
Do you want a carpool? I mean, not like in the same car, but like caravan.
We're going to caravan down? Sure.
We're going to caravan with our families? That could be pretty fun.
That would be amazing.
I mean, it would be kind of crazy because our kids, but But it could be fun.
You can hang at our table, Jason.
Yes.
Anytime.
Jason,
bring your Christmas joy.
Wait, Jason, I thought you always do hang at our table. Of course. We need to get some... We need to be more professional. We have nothing for our tables.
Yeah. We got the sign that's hanging behind me, and we do
have the sign. What? Okay, I need to get more prosecuzis. We need to get more stuff. We'll get you guys. Tell us what you want, and we'll bring it to CrimeCon because everyone passes out like stickers. I feel like stickers people just throw away. I don't know.
I like the prosecuzis personally.
I like the prosecuzis too, and people seem to like them too because even if you don't care about who we are, you'll get some use out of it.
Yeah. The new store is going to have koozies, I noticed.
Yahoo!
We need to design the things, but
I know. I'll get around to that. I'm sorry. Well, thank you guys.
Are we signing off?
Oh, we already signed off. We've done recording.
I don't know. I wish I had some more bourbon, but other than that, I'm in good shape.
I know. I only had my water bottle. This is not bourbon, so I do what you can.
What else do we talk about? What else do we need to share with the 93 folks who are still here?
How many people were here? Because I can't see the number of people. I mean,
100
right
and
now,
something, but it's limited exclusively to patrons this time. So people on YouTube cannot see this.
Yes, because I searched.
I'm gonna make it public here in a second, but
you guys got to be the commenters, which is awesome because we love you and we love our patrons.
There you go. That's so true.
Thanks, Leslie.
So true. She's held my hair back before.
Well, I was going to say that's why Brett has short hair because that was too much hair to hold back.
Take the bar next week.
Oh, advice? Don't stress out, man. Get some sleep.
So when I took the bar, I'll tell you my bar story. So I was taking the bar, and I'd done the bar review and all that stuff, and I felt pretty good about it. Oh wow.
Oh, that's Mrs. Brett?
Like,
Mrs. Brett for the win!
Yeah, that's just like amazing.
Are you kidding me? I don't see Mr. Alice giving me anything right here. That is love, man.
Right there.
Do you see why she's the best? She's my best friend. Sorry, Brett.
So, anyways, as I was telling you this story, so I'm taking the bar, And back in the day, and I don't know if it's still like this or not, but at the time, there was like an essay portion, and then you had to take the multi-part. And so
Multi-state part, yes.
The multi-state part, the multiple choice and all that stuff. And so, I'm sitting down, and I get the thing, and I open it up, and I look at the first question, and I have no idea. My mind just goes blank. I'm like, I do not know the answer to this question. I'm going to fail. I'm never going to be able to get a job. I'm going to be starving in the street and like all this other stuff, sort of like spiraling out of control here. And there's this big table full of water. There's like all these like water jugs and glasses and everything over here. And the person sitting next to me stands up and walks over to get themselves some water. And when they get to the table, they pass out. Just slams onto the table. Water goes everywhere. Glass goes everywhere. And I look at them and I think, I'm going to be fine. I'm going to be fine.
You were cold-hearted.
And I did it, and it worked out. And sure enough, I passed. And you're going to pass too. Just don't pass out on the water table, and you'll be fine.
Oh, my gosh. You are so cold-hearted.
Look, he sucked it up. He came back in. He finished. Everybody was congratulating him at the end. I hope he passed. I don't know. But it's not that bad. And you are going to be fine. So that's the important thing.
It's a buzzword test. If you run out of time on the essays or you are freaking out, just start writing terms that you remember from that subject. So like contracts, trust and estates. Just start writing things like rule of perpetuities for trust in the States. I'm actually serious because they have checklists and that's how they grade. So you'll end up with points, even if they're not full points, if you don't leave it blank. Don't leave it blank. That's my advice to you.
When I did the multi-state part, so you do 100 questions and you take a break and then you do 100 questions. So after the first 100 questions, I was like, I don't really know. So the second 100 questions, I decided to make a little chart of what if I was absolutely sure, if I had absolutely no idea, or if I was like, eh. And when I finished, it was like a perfect bell curve. 25 questions I was absolutely sure of. 25 questions I had no idea. And 50 questions I was like, eh. And it all worked out. And it's going to work out.
Which is actually the way the bar is supposed to be, right? If anyone could basically have the majority in which they knew the answer to, then it'd be really hard to make the bell curve for those who pass.
I'll tell you another story.
The bar is a curve, right? Ish.
The bar is on a curve. It's
on a curve. That's right.
So another story. Well, I'm telling bar stories because I love telling stories, as you guys know. So I had a friend, and he took the bar in a different state, and he was clerking for a judge, and the bar results come out. His name's not on the list. So I failed the bar, and he's thinking, how am I going to go tell my judge? Because invariably, someone will tell you wherever you're working how many people have failed the bar before. And for him, no one clerking for his judge had ever failed the bar. They had all passed. And so he was going to be the first. So he's thinking, how am I going to tell my judge that I have failed the bar? And he's like working himself up to it. And he starts walking towards the door of the judge's chambers. And one of his other co-clerks comes running in and grabs him and is like, don't go in there. And it turned out that a story had just come out that the bar had messed up the results. And so the results they had released were not correct, and they had to retabulate them and release them the next day. And the next day, he was on the list, and he had passed. But the worst part about it, to me at least, was there were people on the first list who didn't pass. And then there were the people who realized they failed the bar the first time, heard that the bar messed up, had second hope, and then actually failed the bar. And it's like, oh my goodness. And that's like tort for, intentional infliction of emotional distress or something.
That is terrible. And owl magnets, by the way, fantastic idea. I will make owl magnets. I love that idea.
We need owl magnets and blow pokes.
That might be a little hard to travel with, but.
And team stick. There are these people who think that like he beat her to death with a stick. And like the owl feathers were like in the stick.
On the stick.
And like they beat her with a stick, and that's where the owl feathers came from.
All right. Well, we'll talk about that at CrimeCon. So someone, what was I going to say? No, the bar is fantastic. So I studied for the bar like in a closet. Oh,
I think I have a thing for closets apparently because I couldn't focus if I was like in an open space. And you study for the bar in the summer. Summer is beautiful. Like there's sunlight, there's water to go swimming in. And so I literally had to it wasn't even a walk-in closet. It was had panel doors, and I would sit in the closet to block out all light so that I would focus and study. And it was fine,
Well, Alice is like, are you? Wait, did you? Oh, do I need to stop mine too? Okay. I'm recording again.
Is that working?
Yes.
Yep, I'm recording again. Okay.
It's been fun, Alice. I mean, this has been a great experience. I've really enjoyed doing this with you. Hopefully, people will stick around when it's just me. But
oh gosh. Okay. No, I'm not leaving. I'm sorry. We joked about that much too long. I'm not leaving. I mean, I'm not dead yet. Stay here. No, my news is, I'm sorry. I think the chat's a little delayed and it's really funny. I'm just curious, how many people are here? How many people am I telling?
88.
I mean, I'm telling the
89.
world. But, so can I tell you a real story about what I was afraid of tonight? And this will lead to that. So I legitimately thought there was a non-zero chance that I would go into labor during this recording tonight. And it's because I'm having a baby.
Well, I'm glad you didn't.
It was a non-zero chance. I'm feeling a little weird tonight. This might be one of those hey, bro, we're gonna have to wrap it up because I have to go to the hospital.
I mean, Alice famously, the last baby she had was in the middle of trial, and she finishes up all her witnesses, and then is like, "Okay, guys, that was my last witness. I'm currently in labor. I'm going to the hospital."
And I did. I felt labor, the onset of labor at about 11 a.m. And I went to the hospital after trial, finished the day. It was a great day of trial. We won. And when I showed up at the hospital, I was 7.5 centimeters dilated. For those of you who don't know, you start pushing at 10. So 7.5 is active labor and you definitely shouldn't be walking around. But it worked out just fine. And that baby is not a baby anymore. He's a toddler and he is so chill. I don't know how. I think he had so much surge of cortisol that he was just I don't even understand what,
Tell them what you're having.
It is. Oh, Alice is taking maternity leave. Brett doesn't give maternity leave on the podcast, please. Okay, let me put you all at ease though. I am having a baby. So give us some grace if, for my loopiness. That's part of the loopiness. I haven't slept in a very long time. And I won't be sleeping, I suppose, once the baby comes. We have recorded crazy so that there's no gap. And you don't want to see this belly because I know it's so big because today every single person I saw in public was oh my gosh, should you be at a hospital? And I was no, just trying to get my groceries. Thank you so much for commenting. So we've been recording like crazy. We don't anticipate a gap in either Legal Briefs or Prosecutors podcast, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. And yeah, thank you guys. You know what's kind of, I kind of forgot to tell a lot of people.
Tell them what you're having.
So when this I'm having a girl. I have 2 boys. This is finally having a girl. We're very excited. I think my kids are super excited about a girl. I didn't expect this. They're so happy. They actually have been wearing bows in their hair. It's very cute. They put it on their stuffed animals. So they get it. There's a lot of belly here. Trust me.
And shout out to everybody we saw in Florida for not leaking that news. Because Alice showed up very pregnant to the bar.
So pregnant. And people were judging. They were wow, that kind of mother are you? And I was that's right. Fully baked child.
When she started throwing back Jaeger shots, they were wow, okay.
Just trying to make a chill baby over here. So, my point was, I think I have forgotten to tell a lot of people in my life who don't see me on a regular basis that I'm having a baby. So a lot of people might be finding out in my life when this goes.
And by the way, the name is Brittany. So we're all looking forward to young little Brittany coming into the world.
That's a disgusting. I'm sorry if that's any of y'all's name, but it's really not good. Anyway, sorry. I completely detracted us from.
You interrupted my LSAT story. Nobody wants to hear my LSAT story anymore now.
Tell us your LSAT story.
I mean, goodness gracious.
Tell us your LSAT story.
I don't know. I feel like we should talk about babies now. I feel like we've moved on.
We should not talk about babies. Tell
I'm
me
going to tell
about
my
your
LSAT story.
thing.
And people ask questions about babies, then she did. Okay, so the LSAT. As some of you may know, I enjoy a couple things and enjoyed a couple things in college. Football and drinking. These were two things I liked a lot. I also went to class, but, drinking and football, those were good things. And I was not in a fraternity, but I had like a sorority that I hung out with all the time, so I always got to go to their parties. And I decided the LSAT was coming up, got to take the LSAT, and it's always in the fall. And so I looked at the LSAT date, and I realized the LSAT was on the same day as the Alabama-Georgia game. And I had tickets to the Alabama-Georgia game. And I wanted to go. And so it's like, well, man, how am I going to take the LSAT and go to the game? And the answer was obvious. I'll just take it in Athens. So I sign up to take the LSAT in Georgia with the intention of going to take the LSAT on Georgia's campus and then going to the football game immediately afterwards. So the Thursday before was like the crush party, which is like, somebody from the sorority who has a crush on you grabs you and takes you to the party or whatever. You get these cool orange shirts or whatever. They're great. Anyways, and I went and I was really into Long Island iced teas at the time. And I just might have had too many Long Island iced teas. And so I I drank way too much. That was on Thursday. The LSAT's going to be on Saturday. But I'm thinking I got plenty of time to recover. But man, I really went hard. So then Friday comes. I'm very hungover. We got to drive to Georgia. We get going late. So myself and my wife, who at the time was my girlfriend, we head to Georgia. We get there like after midnight, right? And it's like...
Wait, you get there Saturday, like going into Saturday?
Going into Saturday after midnight.
Like you're going to take the test in like 8 hours.
I'm going to take the test in like 8 hours. And my plan had been to get there, find where the test was and everything else. But it's after midnight. I'm exhausted. So I go to sleep, right? And I get up the next morning and I get lost on the way. And by the way, so I'm all dressed up in my Alabama stuff. I've got my like houndstooth hat on. I'm like, I'm ready to go.
In the wrong city.
And so I get lost. So I finally get to where the LSAT is. And I'm like rushing into the LSAT. And I'm literally the last person to show up. I sign in. They're like, hurry up and go inside. I walk inside to this huge room, massive room, right? And every single person in the room, all dressed head to toe in Georgia gear, because they're all Georgia students, turn and look at me. And I have never felt more out of place in my life than there in my like Alabama stuff from head to toe in this place where I'm going to take the LSAT. So I'm completely discombobulated. Everybody's looking like they want to kill me. I sit down and I think to myself, as long as the first section isn't logic games, I'll be okay. And we get the stupid test, and the first section is logic games. And I'm like, oh, God. So, long story short, now that I've told the whole story, I finished the test, and there's like, at the end, there's a little box, and it's like, if you would like to just vacate this test and do it again, sign here. And I took my pen, and I signed that, turned the thing in, and went to the football game because I was like...
You vacated the score?
I did, because I was like, I have failed this. Like, this is going to be terrible. And then I had to take it 3 months later. And obviously I did okay.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah. Oh, my... Okay. That's insane. And by the way, guys, all I have to say is everything you need to know about Harvard Law is in that story. Oh, yes, I did.
Whatever.
Oh my gosh, that's incredible.
Yeah. I did not put that in my application. There was a section. So the thing about it is, it's not usually a good idea to vacate your LSAT. So I did have to write like why. And basically, I was like, I did not feel well that morning, which was true. Yeah, I was like, I did not feel that well that morning.
I made repeated bad life choices, one after another.
And I will say this: after that, I stopped drinking. Like, I was like, I'm not drinking until the LSAT's over. And I was totally dedicated. And I went to the LSAT in Tuscaloosa in December and took the stupid test. And then the rest is history.
And got to Harvard.
Yeah,
guys,
so
I'm telling you, all you need to know about Harvard right here. Well, that was like the best story to end on, really. I can't believe all you guys are still here, but that was the best story. I don't think I ever knew that story. That's incredible. Yeah. You are a wonder. You are a wonder in so many senses of the word. Yeah.
Well, I do what I can.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. This is great. Okay.
Awesome.
Well, this has been amazing. We love you guys. We will do
maybe more of these. I don't know.
This may be the
we'll see the
last
situation. No. They're like, we're kicking them off live stream. No, but this has been fun. We love you guys. This has been really fun hanging out with my 89 best friends.
Best friends.
Or have best friends and dads. Okay, you guys, this is the best. Brett, I missed you today. You have an early morning.
I do have an early morning, so
all right,
I'll deal with that.
Well, you get some rest, and you tell Mrs. Brett hi, and she was the star of the show. Star of the show.
Okay, guys. Love y'all.
Bye, guys.
Bye, Alice.
Bye.
Bye.
Recording. You are on speaker.
Testing.
You're supposed to do it in sing-song voice.
No, I am. I'm sorry. I didn't match you.
Okay, Patty Atkins. You know, my worst fear is that when I disappear, it'll say the real stats, like how tall I am, how old I am, and how much I weigh. You know,
it's the weight. Yeah,
it's like, gosh, do you have to put the weight there? Like a picture can do it enough justice. You know,
like I used to be 6 feet tall, but I think I've shrunk. So now I'm 5'11".
Right. Yeah, I'm definitely.
I would just be 6 feet. You know,
I'm not 5'4", but I say I'm 5'4". I'm 5'3" and 3/4.
Weight, like
when you're at your best.
Less.
When you're at your best.
It's really not that important to find me. It's more important that I'm remembered the way I want to be remembered, right? I mean,
exactly. Do you think she's actually 29, or was I'm 29 for the 4th time?
Exactly.
And I'm just saying, I'm not judging. I'd want my age to be 29 too.
Yeah.
Anyways, 29. On that note, this is very tragic.
Yeah, that was pretty dark, Alice. That was a dark way to begin.
Is that not? You know what? It's because I've had heartburn all day, and it's my own fault because I've eaten a lot of gingerbread cookies today.
Oh, there you go.
I made a batch of them. You know, just to have cookies around the house when people come throughout the holidays. But I ended up eating a lot of it. So
see, gingerbread, that's a good thing to eat on an upset stomach because it's got gingerbread.
Well, that's what I was thinking, but I think it's causing a little.
So
bit
really,
of
it was medicine, is what you're saying. You were treating yourself.
I appreciate you saying that.
I do what I can.
I don't know that the sugar, in it to make it so tasty is really what it is.
It's I really want to eat some or drink some eggnog, but I feel like eggnog is probably not the ideal thing to drink. Given my circumstance.
That probably is not. I guess dairy's not the greatest, but I also wanted a piece of pizza today, so I totally understand. So if this is for bloopers, everyone, Brett and I have both been throwing up all day.
We have. It's true.
Well, we'll put that in the intro because everyone, I'm sure, will want to know that.
Yeah.
I'm ready anytime. Yeah.
We had poopy diapers a couple episodes ago.
So
People got upset about that.
Oh, yeah. Wait, that's ridiculous. Okay, whatever.
People get upset over that.
It's okay. Upset away.
Okay, you ready?
Yes.
The crazy thing about this case is you know exactly who did it.
I know.
You can't prove it. So.
Also, if that's me, I want some street justice, okay? You just go shoot whoever did it for...
I'll take them out. Yeah, I'll handle it. I will handle it.
Thanks. That's all I ask.
Okay, here we go. There's a lot worse things going on here than just the fact that this man she is seeing is married.
I'm sorry. How you doing, buddy? What's up, buddy? You had a bad dream? Okay, can we go upstairs? I'm just talking to Mr. Brett, okay? A very bad dream. Can I take you upstairs? Okay. Hey, Brett, we can keep recording.
We'll take a moment.
Back in 2 seconds. Hey, buddy, you scared Mama. Hey, sorry about that.
No,
thought I was about to get murdered.
No, that would have been bad.
Usually he's in his room.
Our best episode ever.
You know what? I heard creaking outside, and I was like, no, not here. And I even texted him. I was like, you're not here, right? And then opened the door, and I was like, oh my gosh. Sorry about that. Anyways, I'm so sorry. Okay.
Oh, it's okay.
Should I just keep going on the next paragraph? Okay.
He totally killed her.
Good job.
And he totally could have driven around with him for all that time and then killed her afterwards, you know? He might have even wanted her to be mad. That might have helped him do it. You know what I mean? Because she would have been pissed. And then I really think he believed her when she told him that she hadn't told anybody about their relationship. That's basically the only thing that could make you think it was true if you're talking to somebody for that long. So the first one is progressive. Yay! Got to read the disclaimer verbatim.
You
Alice.
better do it. Okay, I'm ready. I can start.
Okay, do it. Okay, nailed it.
Okay, Wondery.
Wondery.
Let's just read it.
Wonder. Yep. You want me to start?
Sure. Okay.
You remember when Audible made us re-record that?
Yeah.
It was like,
like-
I hate you.
A phrase that was like,
I know. It was like a 4-page
it was
thing
ridiculous.
that explicitly said, there's nothing on here you have to say.
I know.
And then they're like, well, you didn't do this.
You didn't do this one phrase. And it wasn't even like an entire
Yeah.
sentence. I was like, okay. Okay, hello. I had
HelloFresh.
HelloFresh tonight and yesterday.
Well, there you go. You can
I
definitely
will
do
start.
the
I will start.
the experience. Do you want to start or do you
Sure.
want me to start?
It doesn't matter. Wait, am I starting?
Alice, I
I'm
think-
sorry. I got
Just here,
confused.
I
got confused.
I had it. It was going to be the perfect ad read. and now-
Oh, it was about
we
to be
are.
perfect. Okay, you go. I was like, it's highly encouraged to voice. Oh my gosh.
Oh, we have Butcher Box. So there you go.
I also cooked with Butcher Box.
And here's the thing.
Oh my gosh,
I
did you
get
get
it.
yours?
It's coming on Thursday.
Oh my gosh, it was so much meat. Okay, I can
Do you want me
start.
to start? Okay, you want to start.
I'll
You'll have to. I haven't gotten my box yet, so you'll have to.
Okay,
talk about
I'll start about. I'll talk about the whatever. Okay. There's so many like parts and none of it's together.
I know.
Like,
You just
what?
Pick and choose.
It's fine. Awesome. Okay, I'm glad we finished our 4 ads.
I know.
Jason, I
Those
hope
are
you're
the
having a
only
great New
ads.
Year's.
The only ads that will
He's
run.
probably, you think you only have 4 ads. I have to edit this.
Yeah, exactly.
I am recording, and you're on speaker.
Testing.
So good. So good. So good. I got you. Boom, 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 boom. Did you like
Definitely
that?
seem like you're kind of losing it. On me. You losing it on me?
What? You mean like today or like in general?
Today. I mean, maybe in general. I don't want to overstate things.
I'm messing
but...
with you. I'm messing with you. I am messing with you. Oh, that's one I loved. Oops. Hold on, I have to write it down because I'll forget it in the moment.
Yeah, by the time people hear this, it'll be after
That's
Christmas.
great. Are we already up to that?
Yeah.
Okay. This is good. We can get ahead for like, when I have a baby or whatever. Man, we covered some good cases this year.
We did.
Way to go. Are you waiting for me?
I was just waiting for you to tell me you're ready to go.
Oh, I'm ready. Oh, I've been ready.
All right. Okay.
So
well,
ready.
there you go. Well, then I'm ready to go too. All right. Stats are great. So, as you know, Alice and people out there, we crossed 10 million episodes, or not 10 million episodes. That'll be a lot of episodes. That'll be a lot of episodes. Some of y'all who complained about not having enough episodes would not complain then. Anyway, every time I go to Washington, I come back with a cough.
Was it cold there? Because it's like 80 degrees here.
No, it wasn't
Oh.
that cold, but yeah, it's hot here.
Yeah, it's
ridiculous
straight up
hot
hot here. So maybe the
I know,
weather.
straight up hot here. I know the weather change.
Well, at least what the reports say so far is that all of them were sleeping. So it's not like someone stumbled into someone else being killed and then they got killed because they happened to
Right.
witness it.
But the weird thing was, one of them was like texting somebody
ex-boyfriend?
up until, an ex-boyfriend, like up until
2:52, which they thought the stabbing
Pretty-
happened at 3, right?
Exactly. So doesn't seem like she was asleep.
Right. That's a good point.
Maybe everybody else was, but she wasn't. I mean, she was texting her boyfriend, her ex-boyfriend.
Right. I don't know.
I don't know. I mean,
It's weird.
it is weird. I mean, I think she was probably pretty drunk. I assume they were all drunk.
Sure.
Is another part of it. So maybe she texted him at 2:52 and he is asleep by 3. I mean, that's possible. But I don't know.
Maybe. Except he never
It's a strange
answered.
case. Right. Like she called him like 7 times in a row or something.
And then her sister's like, she would do that all the time. I was like, really? Like at 3
At 3
a.m.?
o'clock in the morning?
And I was
mean,
like, real? I
know.
don't know that that's not normal.
I mean, I
And then
guess
someone
if
else
you
was
were
like, oh, it's like a drug, like she was trying to get drugs.
Is
And
it?
if she were, well, she fell asleep pretty quick after that.
if I had to guess, I would say she
Was a booty call.
Like wanted him to come over.
A booty call, of course. It's like, I'm
Yeah,
drunk, I miss
so-
you, come over. And he's asleep.
Exactly. He's asleep. Right.
I don't know.
But I don't know.
It's so bizarre.
It's really weird.
And why are they being so secretive about who called 911? Like, they finally let out that it was the phone of a roommate, of the surviving roommate.
Right.
It's like, if you don't think they are in on
Involved.
it, why does it matter who called 911?
And of course, they did the whole, there's no danger to the community thing.
Of course there is.
Which
I'm sorry, there was a
people
brutal
always read
stabbing
so
of
much
4
into
people.
that. Yeah. Like, oh, well, if they said it, it must be true. It must be someone, they know who it is or whatever. And it's like, yeah.
No. They are
I'm
trying
sure.
not to get everyone to panic is what they're doing.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Yeah. I guess, yeah. I mean, it's one of those things, right, where if nobody saw them and it's not on camera and their DNA is not in the system and their fingerprints aren't in the system, then it might be pretty hard to figure out who it is for a little while, especially if it's random. If it's not random, well, then I'd be surprised. I'm surprised they haven't figured it out by now. But
And I assume Moscow, Idaho is a very small town kind of place.
yeah, I mean, it's a college town. It's
Right. In other
Idaho,
words,
so
like
how
they were
big can
like,
it be?
like their doors probably weren't locked is my point. Like,
Right.
we didn't lock
Is that
our
in the
door.
Palouse? Is that in the Palouse?
Huh?
The Palouse.
Wait, what?
The Palouse. It's like I don't know what it is, but it's like a region of the country.
Oh, okay.
The Palouse.
The Palouse.
Like Washington State is in the Palouse.
I didn't know what that was.
The Palouse is a distinct geographic region of the northwestern United States, encompassing parts of north central Idaho, southeastern Washington, and by some definitions, parts of northeast Oregon. There you go.
Huh.
The Palouse.
The Palouse.
Anyways, I
I'm
don't
ready
know.
anytime.
Yep. The Palouse is home to 2 land-grant universities,
Huh.
Idaho in Moscow and Washington State University in Pullman. They're only 8 miles apart. Wow. I didn't know that.
That's very.
Just learned a lot.
There you go.
The Palouse. Okay. Anyway, we're going back to the Palouse by some definitions. Because we're about to talk about Oregon.
That's true. That's true.
Anyways. Okay. We're up to we got through the timeline, right?
Yeah,
So we're
I
to
think
why
we're
didn't
just
anyone notice?
starting unusual aspects.
Okie dokie. Artichoke. Let's see.
Okay. Let's see.
I'm drinking this lovely gin and tonic.
Ooh, it's a Monday. Strong drink.
Mm.
Okay.
I do love gin. I mean, I love them all, but I do love gin.
Gin is.
I think vodka, actually, I think rum is my least favorite alcohol.
I don't love rum, but I like bourbon. I don't. Gin is fine. Like it doesn't. It kind of
I used
feels
to
like
not
my
like
nose
gin.
hair burns.
Oh, well, see, it's because I used to not like gin, and then I went to this great bar in D.C. It was called Second State, and there was this guy there. He's a bartender. Ross was his name. He's now at like a Thai place I was somewhere out in the sticks. But man, Ross was the greatest bartender in the history of bartenders, and he loved gin, and all he would do is make gin drinks, right? And what would happen is I would go there. I mean, I took everybody there, right? If Ross was there, I found out when Ross was there, I'd go. And I would order like a French onion soup. And Ross would only charge me for the French onion soup.
Aww.
And then he would make like
amazing drinks for you?
$100. And so
What?
I would have like a $10 bill and like a $60 tip.
So were
which
you-
probably wasn't great for the restaurant, but Ross made out like a bandit.
That's awesome. And he probably was like testing out new drinks on you too. You know, like. Okay.
He was amazing. I would take people there who hated gin, and he'd make them all these gin drinks, and they would never know it's gin because he was so good at it. He was amazing.
I would probably like that because gin always to me feels like I'm drinking rubbing alcohol.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
I mean, it's like people like that, but like I feel like my nose hairs burn off as I drink it, and I'm
Yeah.
like, I can taste nothing.
And so from that point forward, I started really liking gin. Now, I can't make drinks as well as Ross could. Ross was amazing. He is amazing. I'm sure he's still amazing.
All right, we should record.
Anyway.
I'm just kidding. Okay, I'm ready.
That's ridiculous.
You can't say that you feel physically attractive after wrestling your children to bed.
Oh, I mean, look, this is a face for radio. This is why we do a podcast.
This is a face for radio.
Brett is feeling so much better, by the way.
I'm glad you sound way better.
There's a sun.
Is that a Faraday shirt?
Uh-huh.
Did you like how
I
I
is a Faraday shirt.
There's a Faraday shirt back here somewhere in my closet.
Also, while we're doing ads, my butcher box arrived today.
Dude,
packed full of meat. So much meat.
Did you get? I got just the beef box, and it was like an entire cow.
See, I got the everything box. So I had some pork, I had some turkey, I had some ribs, I had some steaks. It was great.
Well, I got the beef because I already had, my farmer slaughters pigs. Sorry,
right.
A bunch of people are going to give us one star.
There you go. Thanks, Alex.
Here I go.
Here we go. Alex killing animals again.
He makes a living this way. Anyways, all to say is I had plenty of pork, but okay.
Okay, you ready to start?
I have to think of a word for you.
Think
about it. Okay. I've already used the word fulsome, which is actually not a necessarily a compliment, but
true.
Okay. Sorry. If you guys want to drop in a great descriptor for,
I can't believe we're having so much trouble.
I want to get the right one.
How about thorough?
Oh, okay. You can't tell me what to say though.
Well, sorry,
okay.
I was just trying to. You asked everybody else to help. Come on.
Oh, Bubbles. That was good. Okay.
Bubbles.
Thank you, Bubbles. I'm gonna do that one.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for joining us for this.
Yeah, this was so fun. I can't see on my thing
Karen.
how many people joined. What's the number?
We were over 1,000 at one point.
I don't know 1,000 people.
Yeah, I don't either. So there's at least 20 or so that are just random people.
There's at least 900 people who are random people, and it's not my mom. So there's that.
Yeah, there's currently 800. I don't know why they're still sticking around. I expect to see the number go down quickly as we just blab about nothing in particular.
We blab all the time. I'm glad you feel better, by the way.
Oh, I feel so much better. I felt so awful. The last time we did this,
sounded terrible. I'm not going to lie. When we talked on Friday, I thought you were going to just keel over. Was that Friday? Was that only 4 days?
It was Friday.
5 days?
Yeah.
What day is today?
Thursday. It's been almost a week.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, I guess I need to put
These are Felix Gray glasses, by the way. Whoever asked that, a former sponsor of the podcast. I don't think they're a sponsor anymore. But Felix Gray.
What was I going to say? Okay, that's awesome. Love your glasses. Oh, I do like your glasses. That's fantastic. So I hope you have a good rest. Go look at your War Eagle. Finally, someone says War Eagle.
It's a question mark.
I have to say that because my job on this podcast is to be your foil.
I know.
There you go.
You do that all the time. What was I going to ask you?
I don't know, but the
problem with that person who just commented is competency to stand trial and whether or not you're innocent or whether or not you're guilty by reason of insanity are two different things.
Two totally different things, by the way.
Two totally different things.
Totally different. One is a defense. Insanity is a defense that you have to go to trial and assert the defense. The other one is not about the crime at all, but your ability to actually stand trial at all. So one is about your current state of mind. So you could have been insane at the time of the crime and totally competent to stand trial, or vice versa. You could have been not insane at the time of the murder, so you absolutely knew what you were going to do in your right mind. But since then, your mental decline has come to the point where you don't understand the charges against you, because remember, competency is just whether you can assist in your defense, not whether you knew right from wrong.
We talked about this when we talked about the Hoggle children, which was tragic case, if you guys followed.
That was terrible.
But I don't know. I'm now really interested in this whole Idaho thing about, insane people can commit crimes in Idaho and how that works.
We'll do our research, but that doesn't sound constitutional. So
people keep saying it, and they've said it 1,000 times. There's no insanity.
It might be called something else. It might be called something else, guys. If it's not called the insanity defense, maybe there's something else that it gets kicked out procedurally in a different thing. That will be
the Lori Vallow. I remember that, but see, that was competency. That was all about whether she was competent to stand trial, and I think they found her competent to stand trial at this point.
So maybe it's that in some jurisdictions there's a timeline in which they can try to bring you back to competency to stand trial. And if you don't, we've seen this in our cases, they dismiss the charges and you just get let go. It's possible that, I don't know this for a fact, but it might be that Idaho never has a point where you're so incompetent for so long that they just dismiss the charges. So maybe that's what you guys are thinking about.
But,
I don't
but
know.
still, anyways, well, it sounds like, look, we've got all these great legal briefs recorded.
You should listen to them.
Release because this case and other cases keep happening. So this will be next week's legal brief. So eventually, you guys,
we've recorded so many legal briefs that are just sitting in the queue because these things keep happening.
They keep happening. Yeah. So,
anyway. Gosh, that's amazing. Okay, it's really good to see your face.
Good to see your face too. Have a safe trip. Be
Thanks,
good.
I'll see you when I come back.
Okay, see you when I come back.
Nobody murder me.
Yeah, don't murder Alice. Bye, guys.
Bye, y'all.
Love you all. Thank
you. Thank you so much.
And it should record everything locally. So.
Oh, look at that.
Hello.
Hello.
Can you see us? This is new. We need people in the chat to say that you can see us and hear us. Be good too. Anything?
Can we write in there? Can we ask by comments?
Oh yeah. Okay. Here we go.
Oh, okay. Good. Can you hear us?
Yeah. There we go. Okay.
Maybe people can hear us.
Yeah, it seems like they can. Yeah, we're trying this whole new YouTube thing since we could only do 100 people on Zoom. And there are like 200 of you here. So apparently that was a good decision. Hopefully this works out. If it doesn't, if it's a disaster, we were all in it together.
Yeah, that's right. So far, it's not. So far, it's already running a lot clearer for us. Okay, should we go ahead and just get it started? Because people are here.
Started, Alice.
Let's do it. Okay. Let's do it. We will know more probably next week. And until then, I'm Alice.
And I'm Brett.
And this is the Prosecutor's Legal Briefs.
Wow, 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 wow. All right, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys for jumping on.
Yes.
Oh, my goodness.
Happy New Year to all of you. And we'll, we'll see you soon.
So nobody got kicked off, right? I haven't gotten any angry texts from anybody.
Yeah, I think
means
this worked. I think this worked. So
thank you for figuring that out.
Yeah, well, I try. All right.
Bye, y'all. Thank you.
Bye, everybody.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
During a fishing trip in County Sligo.
Sligo.
How do you know all these? You really did read a lot about
I really
Ireland.
like Ireland.
You really do. McGinnis is pretty great.
Well, that was fun.
It's a great theory.
Nashia Conga Sersha, Alice.
I can't say any of that stuff.
Yeah. It's the slogan of the IRA. No peace till freedom.
No peace till freedom. I love your love of history. It's wonderful.
I do too.
It's wonderful.
Yeah, it's just wild. Like I said, that happened in our lifetime. Lifetime.
That's why I was so confused by that, because I was like, what is this? Is like recent times. I thought this was something in the past, and it is not.
Sinn Féin means ourselves alone.